A tragic incident occurred in Tuen Mun's Butterfly Estate, where a deceased elderly man was discovered alongside his son. Authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding the delayed reporting of the death, with the son reportedly intellectually disabled, potentially requiring further support. The Social Welfare Department expressed deep sorrow and is providing assistance to the family, while exploring ways to prevent similar occurrences in the future. The government launched the 24-hour care provider support hotline, 182,183, operated by Tung Hua Group of Hospitals, in September 2023, in response to a series of recent tragedies involving caregivers. The hotline features 30 lines staffed by registered social workers. Lawyers Wang Quang-wing, founder of the Wang Pan law firm and dubbed the Village House King and Yuen Long District, Counselor Cheng Ching-ming, pleaded not guilty to one count of conspiracy to defraud. Their trial began yesterday in the district court. The prosecution alleged that Wang, having appointed Cheng as a trustee for his company, conspired with 142 indigenous villagers to defraud the Lands Department to obtain licenses for building village houses, developing the Heo Moon housing project in Yuen Long and profiting over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars. Each villager received 50,000 Hong Kong dollars to 250,000 Hong Kong dollars for selling their ding rights. Wang reportedly stated in a caution interview that he did not believe his actions in obtaining the ding rights were illegal. The prosecution claims Wang received a 15% share of the project's net profit, while Cheng received 7.93 million Hong Kong dollars in consultancy fees. The prosecution's opening statement detailed the regulations and requirements of the small house policy since its inception in 1972, emphasizing its original intent, allowing new territories' indigenous inhabitants to build houses for their own use, not for profit through the transfer of indigenous rights or houses. The prosecution highlighted the government's consistent efforts to combat developers' practice of land hoarding and subsequent purchase of indigenous rights for house construction. It stated that the eligibility criteria, male indigenous inhabitants possessing both land ownership and indigenous rights, have remained unchanged since the policy's inception, and that the 138 defendants lacked the required land ownership and indigenous rights at the time of application. The Hong Kong Public Opinion Research Institute, PORI, operating for over 33 years, has indefinitely suspended all self-funded research activities, including its regular tracking surveys since 1992 and recent special studies. PORI will transition or close, citing current challenging circumstances that make continued operation difficult. While the chairman clarified that operations haven't ceased, the institute is exploring options including sale or takeover. This strategic decision reflects the evolving landscape and the need for adaptation within the research sector. The Hong Kong Public Opinion Research Institute, HKPORI, announced the indefinite suspension of all self-funded research activities, signaling a potential transition or closure. Since losing funding from the University of Hong Kong in 2000 and formally separating in 2019, HKPORI relied on donations, memberships, and paid content, while its chairman and CEO confirmed ongoing membership benefits. The institute's remaining funds and operational lifespan remain undisclosed. The judiciary initially proposed amendments to the court's remote hearing bill that would restrict defendants' right to attend appeal hearings in person. However, after considering concerns raised by legislators and acknowledging that the original wording might disenfranchise defendants, particularly those without legal representation, the judiciary revised its proposal. The final recommendation maintains defendants' right to attend appeal hearings. The only change suggested is to allow the court to optionally handle applications for leave to appeal in writing, without affecting the right to attend the appeal hearing itself. Hong Kong's recent surge in creative and cultural market events has attracted local and international vendors. However, several mainland Chinese and South Korean exhibitors who participated in the Jogaman at CHRISTMASLAND 2024 Inches Market in Central, organized by Tri-Mart late last year, report being owed significant sums of money from sales, with no resolution in sight. One Shenzhen-based exhibitor, Mr. Yang, claims Tri-Mart withheld over 9,000 Hong Kong dollars in revenue, citing his lack of a work visa as the reason for using a third-party payment system. A group of 15 South Korean brands participating in the same event report being owed approximately 20,000 Hong Kong dollars, with one stating they will not do business with Hong Kong people again. During the recent Christmas and New Year period, Tri-Mart's market at the Aya Vitality Park in Central Harbourfront experienced operational challenges, including allegations of late payments to vendors and staff. These issues are currently under review. Hong Kong's many malls and public spaces host numerous markets, attracting online stores and SMEs, with overseas vendors also participating. While the Immigration Department allows visitors to attend exhibitions and trade fairs, they are prohibited from directly selling goods or services to the public, or setting up their own booths. Legislator and lawyer Eunice Young argues that these restrictions are outdated and should be relaxed. The chairman of the Hong Kong Journalists Association, Christine Cheng, was dismissed by the Wall Street Journal, a Dow Jones company, in July 2022, citing a restructuring. She filed a complaint with the Labor Department in November and later privately prosecuted the company for 2 charges related to obstructing employees' rights to participate in union activities. The case, adjourned until April 22, awaits the Department of Justice's decision on whether to intervene. Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center, HKCEC, Managing Director, Ms. Mei Li, reported strong performance in 2024, with trade exhibitions achieving a 100% return and conferences nearing pre-pandemic levels. The HKCEC hosted 812 events, including 33 new exhibitions and conferences and approximately 100 international events, attracting 8.18 million visitors, a 35% increase from 2023's 6.04 million. This demonstrates the vital role of the convention and exhibition industry in Hong Kong's economy. Ocean Park's Panda Twins will make their public debut next Sunday, 16th. Initially, they will be on display for 5 hours daily with a timed entry system, allowing approximately 5 minutes per visitor. A VIP tour, 40 people, $1,500 HKD per person will also be offered before opening hours. Expect approximately a 1-hour queue even with the timed entry. And note that the twins may not always be visible due to necessary care. The government is reviewing the $2 elderly bus fare concession, with a final decision expected in the upcoming budget at the end of the month. While some have suggested that public transport operators share the financial burden, KMB, Kowloon Motorbus, has stated that any increased responsibility would significantly strain its operations and potentially necessitate fare increases. KMB emphasized its already considerable financial challenges and warned that any government adjustment to subsidies could jeopardize its long-term viability. The Kai Tak Sports Park opens on April 1. Initial trials reveal insufficient bus parking at the designated passenger drop-off zone on Sung Wong Toi Road, hindering efficient crowd dispersal after events. Improved coordination between the bus companies, police, and transport department is crucial to ensure timely crowd management. Exploring additional nearby parking space for reserve buses is essential. A former female manager of Anlin Mechanical and Electrical Engineering Co. Limited, a subsidiary of Anlin Engineering Group, has filed a lawsuit in the district court against her former supervisor and the company, alleging sexual harassment and claiming violation of the Sex Discrimination Ordinance. She claims that despite reporting the harassment to management, including Anlin Engineering Group founder Pan Sutong, the company deemed her supervisor's actions to be part of company culture. The lawsuit seeks compensation. Seven-month-old Chi-Chi is critically ill in the Hong Kong Children's Hospital ICU, suffering from severe heart failure due to dilated cardiomyopathy. Her heart is functioning at only 20% capacity. The hospital authority, having previously appealed for organ donation, has again urgently requested a heart donation, highlighting that a transplant is Chi-Chi's only chance of survival. They have already initiated procedures to seek assistance from mainland China and placed Chi-Chi at the top of the local heart transplant waiting list for patients of her size. Chi-Chi's father remains hopeful for a miracle. The Chinese University of Hong Kong Hospital, built with a government loan of 4.033 billion Hong Kong dollars and granted a 2-year repayment extension by the Legislative Council in 2021, will seek a further 3-year extension until March 2028. This coincides with the upcoming retirement of CEO Dr. Feng Kong in mid-2024. The hospital authorities plan to merge the East and West Island hospital networks, following projected population declines to approximately 1 million, will optimize healthcare resource allocation in Hong Kong Island. The 5 existing acute and critical care hospitals will continue operations, ensuring uninterrupted service for residents. This restructuring, expected to be completed next year, will enhance coordination, efficiency, and resource utilization across clinical and non-clinical departments. Further, in response to development in northern New Territories and population growth, a new network will be established in the area at an appropriate time. The Court of Appeal upheld the Medical Council's decision to censure former Legco medical sector Lawmaker Dr. Leung Ka Lau for advertising discounted endoscopy services. Rejecting his appeal, the court ruled the advertisement, displaying original and discounted prices, constituted improper advertising. Dr. Leung must pay legal costs. Police arrested a man on Wednesday for allegedly causing the death of a cat that fell from a height in the second phase of the Seaview Crescent development in Ma On Shan. The man has been released on bail pending further investigation. The Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, SPCA, had been monitoring the owner, who previously had 4 cats. 2 were rehomed by the SPCA. 1 died in the incident, and they are following up on the remaining cat. In a Hong Kong High Court civil case, the third wife, Koo Sway Ying, and daughter, Lam Ming Chu, of the late renowned businessman and founder of Lai Sun Group, Uncle Lam Bai Hin, are being sued by Cow Fat Development for alleged asset misappropriation during their time as company directors. Testimony from their son, Lam Wai Kwan, who signed relevant share transfer documents, revealed he doesn't recall who instructed him, but, as a member of a traditional Chinese family, he believed only his father could have asked him to sign. Cow Fat Development contests that Lam Wai Kwan knew his mother and sister intended to profit from the share transfer, a claim he denies. A male police officer, initially charged with raping a 21-year-old woman, now faces 4 additional charges: extortion, sexual coercion, misconduct in public office, and perverting the course of justice. The case has been adjourned until February 27 for transfer to the district court. Police cracked down on a major fraud ring in the New Territories, arresting 10 suspects in a 2-day operation. The group is believed responsible for 28 online shopping scams involving bounced checks, totaling approximately 460,000 Hong Kong dollars in losses.